going out doesn't help. So usually it's like, they run
Yeah,
out getting do that way. Or using them that way. For their uses and they vacation time too.
Good. City Council, come to order. Call the roll, please.
Godwin.
Here.
Hall. Here. Kendall.
Here.
Norris.
Here.
Rogers.
Here.
Willman.
Here.
Ely. Here.
Let's stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Approval of the minutes. Everyone should have received a copy of the minutes from last meeting. Any additions or corrections? If not, those will stand approved. Approval of the agenda. At this time, we have nothing to add.
Make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to approve the agenda as presented. Discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin.
Yes.
Hall.
Yes.
Kendall.
Yes.
Norris.
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
Ely. Yes.
Okay, public hearings. We do have one scheduled for this evening. Cindy Horn.
Come on up. Come on up.
Right away.
Okay, good evening. My name is Cindy Horn, and I'm here representing Greenville, Ohio's Celebrate Recovery. I'm a ministry leader and the worship leader there. I'm really involved in that. And when you look at our community, it's easy to see the surface, the quiet streets, the bustling local businesses, the friendly smiles. But if we're honest, underneath that surface, many of our neighbors, friends, and family members are carrying heavy, invisible loads. They're wrestling with hurts from the past, habits that feel impossible to break, and hang-ups that keep them stuck in isolation. Every single one of us has experienced pain, but pain doesn't have to be the end of the story. And that is why Celebrate Recovery is such a vital gift to our community. Celebrate Recovery isn't just a program, it's a safe harbor. It is a Christ-centered 12-step recovery ministry designed to help people overcome their struggles, no matter what they are. While traditional recovery programs often focus solely on alcohol and drug addiction, Celebrate Recovery recognizes that human struggles take many forms. It addresses anxiety, grief, codependency, anger, eating disorders, past trauma, divorce, and much more. At the absolute core of this ministry is a foundational truth. Jesus Christ is our higher power. In a world that often tells us to find a power of our own understanding, Celebrate Recovery anchors itself directly in the biblical truths that point to the personal, loving, and transformative power of Jesus Christ. Real lasting freedom comes through a dynamic relationship with the one who designed us, loved us enough to die for us, and rose again to give us new life. So why does Celebrate Recovery matter to our community, even for those who might never walk through its doors? It heals families. When a person finds healing from anger, addiction, or past hurts, the ripple effect is massive. Marriages are saved, parents become fully present for their children, and cycles of generational pain are broken right in our neighborhood. It destroys stigma. CR creates a culture of authenticity. It tells our town it's okay not to be okay. It replaces shame with grace and judgment with support. It reduces the burden on local resources. As lives are restored, our community becomes safer, healthier, and stronger. People move from feeling helpless to serving others and giving back to the very place they call home. It builds true connection. In an era where so many feel isolated, CR offers a place to belong. Excuse me. It brings together people from all walks of life who agree to walk alongside one another in honesty and confidentiality. We are highly confidential at Celebrate Recovery, Greenville. Celebrate Recovery reminds us that no one is beyond hope. No situation is too messy, and no past is too broken for God to redeem. When we support Celebrate Recovery, we aren't just supporting a weekly meeting. We are investing in the spiritual, emotional, and physical health of our entire community. We are offering a beacon of light to anyone sitting in the darkness, showing them that there is a way forward, and his name is Jesus Christ. Celebrate Recovery walks alongside people in a tangible way by pairing the traditional 12 steps with 8 biblical recovery principles derived from the Beatitudes found in Matthew chapter 5. This Christ-centered, active approach provides practical community support, personal accountability, and spiritual guidance for overcoming life's hurts, hang-ups, and habits. Let's continue to be a community that welcomes the hurting, champions recovery, and points everyone to the ultimate restorer of our souls. If you or someone you know is hurting and could use healing in any area, we welcome you to come and to invite others to attend Celebrate Recovery, Greenville, Ohio. And we are looking forward to becoming a part of, for you to become a part of our forever family. Thank you very much.
Where are you located at?
We are located at 1400 East Main Street here in Greenville, inside Trinity Wesleyan Church. They allow us the use of the space. We're not affiliated as far as, we don't attend the church, but they are gracious and kind enough, Pastor Drew and his wife, to offer us that space every Friday night. We meet at 6 p.m. Until 8:45 p.m. The first half hour is social time. We have snacks and social time from 6 to 6:30. And then from 7 p.m. until 8 p.m., we have a large group, and that is for men and women all together. We sing a couple praise and worship songs. We'll have either a testimony or a lesson. And then our small groups, they meet from 8 o'clock until 8:45, and the women go with the women and the men go with the men. And we have specific hurts, hang-ups, or habits, have them in separate separate groups. Like for whether you're going through divorce, you'll be in a group. If you're going through maybe having anger, then they'll be in a group with them for specific issues. We're getting to that point to have the specific issues. We're still trying to get more volunteers. So right now we're looking for support, and we'd like to encourage everyone to let everyone know about it and come if you'd like.
Cindy, if I may ask, you have a telephone number or an email address or a contact info?
Yes. The phone number is 937-564-5497. And then the email would be my email, which is Cindy, C-I-N-D-Y, Horn, H-O-R-N-E, 45424@gmail.com.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Are there any more questions?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Thank you
I'd like
for
to
coming
say
up.
thank you to the city council. Thank you to Mayor Whitaker for inviting me and allowing me to speak on behalf of Celebrate Recovery.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone else wishing to address council?
Good evening. Again, my name is John Miller, I live at 103 Sandalwood. I felt really powerful last time because when I left, after talking about the speeders on East Main Street, Chief Benji had a car waiting there on East Main Street, and I was told he's going to make a report also, but 11 traffic stops, I think it's great. So I'm real happy at that.
You were one of them, right?
Okay. I plead the fifth. But I'm not that dumb. But anyway, not so smart, but not that dumb. But anyway, he did mention that they're going to try to get electric signage to warn people that they are speeding, which I want to thank Chief Benji for that. Two, sorry for my attire, I just got done mowing my yard. However, I'm not wearing a tie like I did when I had Mr. Thompson, Chief Thompson, as a fifth grade student. But anyway, I'm concerned about the Hardee's situation. You know, we're talking about the central part of a business area where most people attend. They go by that every day, and I'm thinking this should be a priority that we should be addressing. And I feel that, you know, it's a shame to go by there every day, and I just cannot believe that it looks like that. And I am willing to even mow it myself, just so it doesn't look so bad. I mean, I'm retired 3 times. I guess I can do that too, but I just think that this needs to be done. And I feel that that needs to be completed immediately. We need to draw people into the town, whether it's small business, larger business, and I feel that is a true problem. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kind of stole my thunder with the 11 traffic stops. So after the last council meeting, I think it was July 21st, we did, you know, he's not the only person that's complained. There's been a few residents in that neighborhood. And so sometimes it just takes some shifting of resources for us. So the officers have been busy up East Main city limits area. And I think they're doing a really great job of slowing people down. Mr. Delk and I have talked about some signage and different things. Those are pretty expensive, but we're looking at different options. Hopefully a mobility option that we could move around, but those things take time, and hopefully in the near future. I do want to highlight though, July 28th and 29th, the officers had 2 separate incidents where the traffic was related, and 2 narcotics arrests, both with the canines being involved. One of the canines was from Union City. They helped us out. And then the other was our new canine, Kilo. And then in both of those, a total of over suspected 100 grams of methamphetamine. And I really can't thank the officers enough. They're out there risking their safety and doing that work. There's nothing that gets me more excited than getting that text that, hey, we just got this. And if we can get drug dealers off the streets, what's better than that? You know, we don't want drugs in this town. So big kudos to our staff. The officers do a great job, and I can't thank them enough. And then this coming Saturday, Radiant Lighthouse is sponsoring a back-to-school event. We did this not long ago, and we've seen a huge need for children in the community that are going back to school that don't have book bags or shoes. This event, it's going to be at Gospel Baptist Church, 115 West 5th Street. This coming Saturday, the 8th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're going to have book bags, lunch boxes, different things. But I think a really cool thing they're doing is haircuts for the kids. They're going to have that option there. So I believe the fire department will be there as well. We're going to be there. It's a chance to kind of connect with the kids. And what we're seeing is that pays dividends for us down the road. We're making those connections, and kids and even the parents, they feel more comfortable talking to us. And then you see these drug busts, and sometimes that information comes from people that you talk to at an event like that. So again, I can't thank the officers enough for what they're doing, and I'm proud of them. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Anyone else wishing to address council?
Good evening. My name's Carl Scott Ritz. You can call me Scott if you ever see me anywhere because that's what I go by. I listened to what some people have talked about. We've been here this is the third city council meeting we've attended, and we've heard some complaints about some things that are going on around town, nuisance properties, the speeding, other things like that. And sure, there's a lot of things that we could talk about that are going on, and we see these things, but yet I think when I look at how things are going, there's a deeper problem. And the reason why we see these things is because we have in this city a lack of vision and a lack of planning to achieve it. The reason I say that is because I've spent some time on the city website and I see no vision on there whatsoever. I have looked on there and I've seen the comprehensive plan that's on there. I've read through the comprehensive plan, and I see that it's not really a plan that we as a city have developed. It was hired out as a project for an outside company to come in and do. Not to say that that's wrong. If we can't do that ourselves, the best thing to do is hire that out and have a company come in and tell us what's going on. I read through it, and it's not really a comprehensive plan, but statistics, good statistics, and it is a lot of good data that was taken that we can use to improve what's going on in the city right now. I took a drive around yesterday and a walk downtown, and I noticed one thing that really stood out to me. I went down Wagner Avenue and there were 7 empty storefronts on Wagner Avenue in various plazas. I walked downtown and there are 14 empty storefronts in downtown. 7 looked like something was going on but wasn't open. And then I drove down Schweitzer and there are 9 empty stores and buildings on Schweitzer. That's 37 empty businesses in town altogether. And that doesn't include Fram that just closed with the loss of jobs. And the old Longfellow's restaurant, which used to be Cedar Lanes, I believe. And that sat there for a long time. And now they have the white and red X'd things on there stating that it's unsafe for fire and police to go in. I believe that's what that means. There's so much that needs to be addressed, and it just seems to be increasing and increasing. I've lived on Driftwood Drive for 22 years, and we lived west of town before we moved out to Pennsylvania for 4 years and then moved back. And we've lived there on Driftwood, like I said, for 22 years. And in that 22 years, I've watched that town that we moved into. It was a wonderful little town when we moved in. Our kids were babies. And over the course of the last 10, 15 years, I've just seen things go backwards. And it really hurts my heart to know that when we were out in Pennsylvania, we wanted to come back here because of the town that we lived in. So I got to looking at the comprehensive plan. Again, I don't consider it a Greenville plan. I know you guys are putting it on the website as a Greenville plan, but it's really a statistical report and a lot of information in there that can be used to make improvements and to draw up a plan. As a matter of fact, I think one of the most important meetings that we probably have in this city is the CIC meetings, Community Improvement Corporation meetings. Would everybody agree with that? I do, and I think when you look at what we need to do as a community over the course of time, and it doesn't matter whether your community's doing really well, continuous improvement is a necessity in running a city, because if you're not constantly improving, you're not sitting still, you're going backwards. We can't be complacent about where we are just because things are going well. And I really believe that's where we're at. And the reason I say that is because I read through 2 years of meeting minutes from the Community Improvement Corporation. And the one that I started with, of course, was the very first one from 2024 that's on there. And that was from March of May 26th. One of the things that really grabs me and bothers me about the Community Improvement Corporation is considering it one of the most important things that we can do is continuous improvement for the city, as it only meets every other month for an hour. That's not a lot of time to talk about improving the city. One of the things that caught me in this was the strategic plan that we're working on. And I know I could talk about this for a long time tonight, but I don't want to take up your time. But I do want to look at this as we move forward on this. On March or May, I'm going to start at May. There was a March meeting, but it did not mention the strategic plan. In May, it did as new business. So I would take it that May 21st of 2024 was the first time that we talked about the strategic plan, probably for a long time since it was new business. But here's what it says. Upon reviewing the plan that we emailed to all board members prior to today's meeting, it was a consensus that in those who had attendance that this current strategic plan is outdated and too complicated. With the population aging and declining in size, a shift in focus needs to be made. We need to get people, both residents and workers, as well as housing, transportation, childcare, and also support the growth of local business rather than trying to attract new mega business. So a suggestion was made that the executive committee be assigned the task of revising and simplifying the strategic plan. And in the process of doing so, see that it coordinates and meshes with the city's comprehensive plan. I suppose that's that report that was on the website, and I would agree that it needs to coordinate and mesh with that comprehensive plan. But then I look through, and I know that many of you sit on this committee, and each one of the meeting minutes talks about this strategic plan. The executive committee began revising the strategic plan in the meeting last week. The initial draft was distributed to all attendees, still to be discussed, and updated are the objectives of the CIC, both immediate and long term. So it started out as sounding very important and needing to be done. I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. Each one, and this is 2 years of meeting minutes, discussed this strategic plan that needs to match with the comprehensive plan. And each one of these state, embarrassingly, that we're working on it and needs to be kept up. And then at one point in here, it states, as somebody said, well, we need to stop the executive committee and just work on it during the CIC meetings. It needed more attention, not less attention. And here we go, and then we moved right through. And I'm going to skip all the way until, and I don't have July's meetings. It wasn't on the website yet. But here's last month's, or the last one that's on there, May 26, 2026. Strategic plan, Ryan Delk. By the way, Ryan, I've looked through all these meeting minutes and read a lot of things going on, and I appreciate the work that you're putting into the city.
Thank you.
It's easy to see that you're doing a lot. But what we're missing is the vision, because there's so many things that Ryan and his team are doing to try to improve and get things done, but yet the plan isn't in place. It's not organized. And what we're missing is the vision, because when we set a vision, then everything that we do works toward that vision. The vision needs to be written so that it can be seen and understood, not just by those that are in this room or on the CIC or in the planning and zoning, but it needs to be seen and understood by the people that live in the city so that they can be comfortable in where the city's direction is going. And it needs to be visible on a map and in a picture setting so that when you look at the entrances coming into Greenville, you can see what the future is going to look like. Right now, when I look at Greenville, I don't see a future I can look forward to. I see a future that's going backwards. It's gone backwards in the amount of people who live here in the city, and it's going backwards in the way it looks. When I was downtown yesterday, I made the mistake of looking up and looking at the buildings downtown, and it's just a shame what they look like. I looked at the businesses that were down there, and I didn't see someplace that I wanted to walk into and shop or spend time. I walked by businesses that had paint chipping off of their buildings. I saw doors that looked like they were there from, 1923. It was really embarrassing. Now, I appreciate the murals that's going up. I really do. I think they look wonderful and great. But I walked down the side streets and I looked up at the building sides and they look like they're falling apart. Matter of fact, I thought to myself, this looks like Detroit, not Greenville, Ohio. It was a struggle for me. But this is what May's meeting said about the strategic plan. Ryan Delk, thank you, Ryan, offered to attempt, now this is 2 years that this has been going on. 2 years putting together a strategic plan. Should take 2 months. Ryan Delk offered to attempt to revise the plan for the executive committee to review and then possibly present to the board at the next regular meeting in July, so as to move this along. 2 years. 2 years we've been working on a strategic plan towards the other plan or the information that the outside company gave us. That information that's in that comprehensive report, so-called, is good information. It's good information, but every day it's getting older and older and older in the information, and every day it's just like Fran leaving. What's next? We have to be ready for what's going to happen next. We have to plan to grow in this city, because if we're not planning to grow and working towards that growth, it's only going to go backwards. It's only going to go backwards. So without spending all that time reading through, I wanted to save a moment to talk about the planning and zoning. Planning and zoning, I really believe, is another key part of running a city. And then I looked at the planning and zoning.
We're gonna have to move on, so.
Okay,
if you could
give me just 1 minute.
Yeah, sorry, we normally limit it to 5 minutes, and I've let you go way past, so.
I'll give you this real
Yeah,
quick.
no, you're fine, go ahead.
Planning and zoning, 2 years worth of meeting minutes. And the meetings last on average 22.1 minutes per meeting in the last 2 years. 21 minutes per meeting. That means in the last year, they spent 5 hours and 5 minutes, or 5 hours and 30 minutes of work in the last year on planning and zoning. It's just hard to consume. So with that, I'm going to leave you with this. my plan, and I've had a lot of experience in planning. I've had a lot of experience in running a plan to fruition. And I can't see anything happening here to do that. And my plan this next year is to run for mayor of the city. And I really hope that we can make a change so that we can turn this thing around and make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to address council? If not, we're going to move on to administrative reports. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Council President. First of all, I want to thank Cindy for taking her time to come and explain to us about her program, Celebrate Recovery. It's a very fine program. I've taken the time to visit myself, and it's very beneficial to those that are struggling with various types of addictions and other problems. And there were numerous people there, a nice social event as well for everyone to gather and share with one another. And it's very, like she said, it's a very confidential group as well. So everything you say there stays. So I'd like to invite anyone to give Cindy a call and take advantage of that program. And again, I thank you for coming and sharing. Second of all, I wanted to thank Lonnie Subler I'd like to thank Kevin Subler for 26 years of service, dedicated service to the city of Greenville. He was very dedicated to his trade. He's an outstanding trainer. And following his last ride this past Thursday, he began this week as an instructor at the St. Clair College's Fire Academy as an instructor again. And with his passion for training and sharing his skills, he'll be a fine asset to them. And lastly, I want to mention a project that I've been working on for a native of Greenville, Kenton Stacy, who this November will be 9 years ago when he was blown up by an IED in Raqqa, Syria, where I'm working with YOLO and a fundraising effort to put a monument in the park, as well as another couple of other projects in that regard. First of all, I'm working with Congressman Davidson's office and trying to achieve the goal of getting a Congressional Medal of Honor, which he qualifies for. It's just a matter of getting all the right paperwork and references for that. And I also would like to work with the State Representative's office, Angie King, and get the bridge on which he used to ride his bicycle at the park on East Main named after him. So he's a fine man. He was willing to give his life for his country. And he now lives in a smart home that was donated by the Gary Sinise Foundation. This is a very large home for he and his family. It's their forever home, and it's in the San Diego area. And Kenton has been living there now for the last going on 4 years now. So anyway, that's a project I'm working on, honoring one of our own. With that, I pass.
Thank you. Safety Service Director, Mr. Delk.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just a couple of things for this evening. First, want to make everyone aware, the swimming pool last day is August 16th, and it'll be closing for the season. And to remind all residents that Rumpke's large item pickup is the week of August 10th through the 14th. And with that, I will answer any questions, but I will pass.
Ryan, I've had several instances to speak to some people and also observe myself. Coming out of Walmart, I would like to see a left turn signal there coming out of Walmart. The traffic backs up quite a bit there trying to get because they're coming through the light at coming out of Kroger. And then if they're making a left turn on the Wagner, it's real tough to get it done and without sitting through multiple lights. Also, still hearing about traffic signal or some type of a situation on West Road, Bendon Way, KitchenAid Way, one or the other. We've got a lot of traffic in that area that I think that we probably need to either do a study on it or something else, see what materializes there. And then also, I think it's time to put the benches back on Broadway.
Okay.
Okay.
That it?
And that's it.
Okay.
I'll pass.
All right, moving on, Law Director, Mr. Reaman.
Thank you, Mr. Council President. Based upon the legislation that was passed at the last meeting, Ms. Franks was able to start. Her first day was yesterday, so we still got some time to get her up to speed. She's got to go through some training and background checks to be able to access the records that I need. But there is, again, kind of a light at the end of the tunnel, so thank you again for that. Looking forward to working with her as we continue to progress. And then as far as the legislation tonight, there is a contract for the resource officers at the school. That's a continuation of what we've done historically for them in the past. The goal is to give them 3 resource officers with staffing levels. We've committed to always providing 2 and to have them there during the hours that we need. And the school is generous that they do provide us compensation to cover the vast majority of those costs. So it is kind of a win-win in that regard, but obviously all of that is dependent on staffing. So this contract is similar to what we've done in the past. There were no significant changes to that. And with that, I'll answer any questions anybody has.
Okay, thank you. Auditor, Mrs. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. President. We do have a supplemental. I think everything's kind of pretty much self-explanatory that we included in the summary of the legislation. And I'll take any questions on that if someone has one. Otherwise, I just wanted to thank the city departments and my office. Our 2025 audit is now complete and will be filed with the state by the end of, I would say, the end of next week. All the signatures have been collected and we did get a clean audit again. There were no findings. So we are very proud of that. So with that, I will take any questions. Otherwise, I will pass.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on, committee reports. We have one out of the ad hoc committee.
Combining the city fire department with the Greenville Township Fire and Rescue. The original intent of this committee over the last several years was to investigate the need to combine Greenville City Fire Department and Greenville Township Fire and Rescue. The purpose would be to serve the residents of our community, consisting of Greenville Township and City of Greenville, and make this combined department more effective and efficient. The combination would eliminate the needs of both departments that often respond to the same calls. It would reduce the redundancy of fire apparatus and equipment. This would also reduce the amount of personnel needed to operate a combined department. It would also be important to keep insurance ratings of this combined fire and rescue department at a high level. All items listed would help reduce operational costs. At our last combined meeting on May 22nd, 2026, it was obvious we could not come to any mutual agreement on combining fire and rescue departments. To end this meeting, both parties have decided to discuss their own finding possibilities and/or options of a new direction for these services. This committee has spent several years in discussions and investigation of possibilities to combine Greenville City Fire Department with Greenville Township Fire and Rescue Services. With the decision at last combined meeting, both parties will look for new direction and/or options. This ad hoc committee has accomplished this assignment and asked the City Council to accept this final report. Respectfully submitted, Stephen Roman, Chairman, Chris Norris, Vice Chairman, and Dolores Ely, Member.
Move to accept the committee's report.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to accept the committee report. Discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hull,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely. Yes.
Okay. We'll move on to ordinances and resolutions. We have 4 this evening. The first is a supplemental ordinance.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026. This supplemental ordinance appropriates funds from the general fund as follows. The civil service exam expense, $4,000. These funds are needed for the assessment testing for the fire department lieutenant. Fire office supplies, $2,000. These funds are needed for the testing of a new hire for the fire department. Fire uniform allowance, $2,000. These funds are needed for the uniform of a new hire in the fire department. Park, new equipment, $16,232. These funds are needed to purchase a slide, which will be reimbursed from the Dark County Parks Grant.
Move to suspend the rules on this ordinance, give it second, third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules, give this ordinance a second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin,
Yes.
Pohl,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026. An ordinance to make additional appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Greenville, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026.
Move to adopt the ordinance.
Motion by Mr. Wellman to adopt the ordinance. Discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin,
Yes.
Pohl,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
Okay, number 2, we have an ordinance authorizing to enter into contract to provide police services for the schools.
An ordinance authorizing entry into a contract to provide police services for Greenville City School District. This ordinance authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract to provide police services for the Greenville City School District with the placement of school resource officers.
Make a motion to suspend the rules on this ordinance and read it by title only, second, third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to suspend the rules, give this ordinance a second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin,
Yes.
Pohl,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
An ordinance authorizing entry into a contract to provide police services for Greenville City School District. An ordinance authorizing entry into a contract to provide police services for Greenville City School District.
Move to adopt the ordinance.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adopt the ordinance. Discussion?
Yes.
Call the roll.
Council President, that's a 2-year contract, correct? Okay, thank you.
No problem. Further discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin,
Yes.
Pohl,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
Okay, number 3, we have a resolution authorizing Safety Service Director to enter into contract with Lake County Sewer.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Lake County Sewer Company Incorporated for the rendering of manhole rehabilitation. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Lake County Sewer for 2026-27 manhole rehabilitation.
Move to suspend the rules and give this resolution second, third reading by title only.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to suspend the rules, give this resolution second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin,
Yes.
Pohl,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Lake County Sewer Company Incorporated for the rendering of manhole rehabilitation. A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Lake County Sewer Company Incorporated for the rendering of manhole rehabilitation.
Motion.
Motion to adopt.
Motion by Mrs. Holt to adopt the resolution. Discussion?
Yes. Does that mean raising the manholes up if need be?
No, this is a, in the manholes, so old brick manholes, we clean them and we put new channels in and then a coating to the inside and then the chimney seal's the second one, but
Okay.
below ground stuff.
Further discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin,
Yes.
Pohl,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Wellman,
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
And number 4, a resolution authorizing Safety Service Director to enter into contract with Lake County Sewer.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Lake County Sewer Company Incorporated for the rendering of chimney sealing. This resolution authorizes the Safety Service Director to enter a contract with Lake County Sewer for 2026-2027 chimney sealing.
Motion to suspend the rules on this resolution and read it by title only, second, third time.
Motion by Mr. Godwin to suspend the rules, give this resolution second, third reading by title only. Discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Willman,
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Lake County Sewer Company Incorporated for the rendering of chimney sealing. A resolution authorizing the Safety Service Director to enter into a contract with Lake County Sewer Company Incorporated for the rendering of chimney sealing.
Motion to adopt the resolution.
Motion by Mr. Norris to adopt the resolution. Discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers.
Yes.
Willman.
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Nothing under new business. Anything for old business? Our council representative, outside committee, the Architectural Review Board. Any update there?
Like that's me, but Tipsy Cowboy got their signage and stuff, and that's about it.
Nothing else to report?
Yeah, it's gonna be a new business down by, AutoZone. Middlestone's gonna open a store front up down there. And that's it. That's going on downtown for now.
On Martin?
Huh?
On Martin Street?
Yeah. Yep. These hikers went by there the other day and there's like an elephant on the, white elephant on the front window.
As long as it ain't a beaver.
Yeah, as long as it's not a beaver.
Is that right behind the auto?
Right beside it, right next to it. So,
All right, thank you.
Who was opening it?
Biddlestone family.
Middlestone, so they're going back into the store.
Yeah, because they were there before.
They were there before.
Yeah.
Okay,
He owns the building.
just curious, thank you.
Yeah, supposed to be retail. Something.
All right, thank you. Communications.
The Greenville CIC minutes from May 26th were sent to all council members.
Okay, let's call down the council.
Godwin,
It's good being first. So, anyway, I'd like to, Chief Benji, thank you for your men and for Kilo doing his job. You know, getting nasty drugs off the road. That's really good. And then I'd like to thank the Jones family, you know, for the movie theater. They got, you know, Mike has done a lot of stuff to that place to keep it. And then to have a movie like Spider-Man that's just got released this week. And my wife and I went there. And, you know, it's a real nice place. And it's nice to have that downtown. And Ms. Davis, good job on the audit and your team.
Thanks, everybody.
And thank everybody for coming, and I will pass.
Cole? I also would like to thank everybody for coming, for all your input. I'd like to thank Kevin Subler and congratulate him on his retirement. Whoever videoed it, that was great. It's quite a ceremony you guys put on, Mr. Thompson. Chief Benji, personal congratulations to you. With that, I'll pass.
Kindle,
I'll kind of echo everything that everybody else has said. Appreciate everybody being here. Police department and what you do, the fire department and what you do, everyone else being in attendance and your inputs. And Kim, congratulations. And with that, I pass.
Norris,
Thank you. Yeah, Kim, congratulations. That's an awesome thing, and we keep marking them off during the years, and that's just perfect. That's perfect. I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. Scott, thank you for your opinions. We appreciate that. Thanks for the information and sharing the phone number and contact info. Chief Thompson, thank you on social media when you put out, we had some issues with the tornado sirens the other night during that, and, you know, just wiring problems that went to battery backup. The chief put it out on social media to explain that and the operations. We had two of them that kind of misfired, if you will. Battery backup kept them fired up as far as that goes to cycle through, but not as long as the rest of them that were still on the main power source. Obviously, that section of town was out of power, which kind of created that, but they're on battery backup. And Channel 7 picked up your statement, and we broadcast that verbatim, which was nice. And, it goes to the community that, we try to have the systems, we try to have a backup. And the backup worked, but, it only cycled through for the life of the battery on those. So just so the public's aware, but Chief Thompson, I appreciate that, sharing that. And then congratulations to Captain Subler for his 26 years, and also to Tim Harshman at Greenville Township. He's a paramedic, and he had 42 years, and we had a celebration for him last Friday, so that was kind of cool. Some good dedicated emergency service personnel in our community. Look forward to First Friday nights coming up here. That's going to be neat, artisan stroll, so hopefully the weather will stay calm for the weekend, but Friday's looking a little rocky, and so is Saturday. And with that, I will pass.
Rogers?
Yes, I heard something earlier from Mr. Miller about Hardee's. And I know I follow social media quite a bit. And, a lot of people saying that this ought to come to town, that ought to come to town. Well, one of the comments I made at one time was anybody can contact corporate offices and ask them to take a look at the city to see whether it might work for them. But there's a lot goes in with those companies to come to a place. They do a lot of exploration and a lot of things before they make a commitment. So, a lot of people probably doesn't understand that, and that's okay. They just need to be educated a little bit more and educate themselves a little bit more on what it takes to get a business into town. So, with that, why we hope that we can, fill that spot of Hardee's. Maybe there's some things working that I don't know about. I'm not sure. But anyway, another thing that I received a letter, and I suppose maybe most of council did, and it was just signed a city taxpayer. If people are going to send out letters, please, please, please sign them. We may have some questions of you where we might want to contact you and ask you more questions, or, get your more feedback from you. But if we don't have a name or somewhere to contact you, we can't do that. So, whenever they don't sign them, that kind of says, I'm ashamed of it or something. I don't know. But anyway, please sign them. And I think with everything that I've said tonight, I think I'm going to pass now.
Wellman?
Yes, thanks. Appreciate everybody that came to the public session. Cindy, appreciate it. Both you guys, Scott, it was good to hear some of those things. Appreciate your speaking up on it. Thanks, both our chiefs back there. I think everything's been going really great, and you've been doing a good job with your people and the community, so I appreciate all your help. And then also, of course, Kim and the rest of the administration, I know everybody's hard at work, so I do appreciate that. So thanks a lot, and I'll pass.
Ely?
Well, I guess everybody said everything there is to say, so I can just say ditto to everybody's reports tonight. But I do want to kind of touch on, if you have something that you wish to be shared by the city council, take the time to write the note, but then take the time to sign the note. I'm with Mr. Rogers on that. Just take the time to do that. Now, if you say, if you write me a letter and sign it, I'll be glad to share it. But if you don't want me to share your name, I'll also be glad to respect your privacy also. But just sending it anonymously just doesn't say much, Just says, well, I had this random thought, but I don't want to say that random thought. So, so kind of, it's important that you be willing to sign your name, sign your name. And to all you guys who came today, thanks for coming. Appreciate all of you. And with that, I pass.
President Schmidt?
I too would like to thank everyone for coming up tonight and sharing your thoughts. Good discussion tonight, so we do appreciate that. Cindy, thank you for your time and coming up and speaking, and that's not always an easy thing for people to do, to get up in front of a group, and you nailed it, so thank you. We do appreciate that. And Kim, your office and everyone that contributed to that, excellent job. So doesn't go unnoticed. We appreciate you. And with that, I will pass. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Rogers to adjourn. Discussion? Call the roll.
Godwin,
Yes.
Hull,
Yes.
Kindle,
Yes.
Norris,
Yes.
Rogers,
Yes.
Willman,
Yes.
Ely.
Yes.
Thank you.